We've got over 500 vehicle tests on this channel, and almost all of them have headlight tests, so if you want to see how the lights on your vehicle work, this is the right place to be. Two to send us a Highlander to drive, and this is the Grand Highlander. Top of the line, lots of room. We did a full one-week road test on this already, posted that video on YouTube, but here we're doing night drive and headlight test only to see how these LEDs work. So let's give it a go. It's dark. Let's take these lights out and see how they perform and do a night drive. And here's what the tail lights look like. Certainly big enough, as well as bright enough. And here we have the emergency lights, a bit on the small side, but bright enough. So we have some on the outside mirrors as well. The emergency lights are on top of the headlights in the same housing. Alright, turn off the headlights. Definitely better to see now. And from the rear. The interior lights do a good job of lighting up the cabin. Same in the second row. Same in the third row, although the third row seats are folded at the moment to haul some gear. And here's the info screen, which is big enough. In the camera system, if you put the transmission reverse. If you want one of those fancy 360-degree cameras, there is one available for extra money, but in this price class, you're not going to get that, obviously. Got to fork up more dough, but you really don't need it. Got a well-designed gauge cluster. Here you have Eco mode, Normal mode, and Sport. Nice light show. Now for the headlights. On low beam, a wall 33 yards away. We have the 50-50 split thing that I do not like. Had problems with this on other Toyotas, but in this case, maybe not too bad because the height is high and certainly bright enough. Let's try the high beams. Nothing fantastic, but more than adequate. Ultron 70-80 yards. Not very bright on the top half. Go to high beam. Doesn't light up the building like other brights do on other vehicles, but you really need a bright that's high. This seems more than adequate. Takes around 175 feet to stop a car at freeway speed, approximately. Here we have 450 feet, and the brights are really reaching out. Okay, let's go to low beam. It's barely reaching out. I can see the curb just barely, so the general lights are cutting off around, I don't know, lose about 20%, which is very good. It would be nice if I could see more above the line, but these will certainly do. There's certainly better performance than I've had on a lot of other vehicles lately, so I'm not complaining. Alright, if you watch my videos, I do not like auto-dimming mirrors unless there's a turn-off switch because I do not want to drive in city traffic with blacked-out glass. I don't think it's safe. There's no turn-off switch, apparently. Although you can turn it off by putting tape on the sensor hole. So for right now, I'll just have to live with the auto-dimming mirrors. Not a big deal. Let's do some dark, dingy street driving. Got the low beams on. Highs are reaching out. Looking good thus far. And let's get on the freeway, light up some road signs. I mean, we're on the road, might as well, right? Wish I didn't have to do this in 5 o'clock traffic. I prefer to do it around midnight when no one's on the road, but schedules vary. Can't have your way all the time. Alright, low beam, high beam lighting up the signs way down the road. not going to be a problem on freeway driving. Obviously, we can light up the parking lot at 450 feet. We're not going to have any problems overrunning the headlights on the freeway when we need less than 200 feet to stop. High beam or low beam. And we got some construction signs. That concludes our headlight test. You want to see the full review? Here's the link coming up. Might as well watch it. You're already here, right?